Hi, how you doing? Hi, how are you?
These are some questions that we would like to ask you. If your house was burning down, what would be the one thing that you'd say that your family are all right?
My dog, I think. Yeah, my dogs, actually. Yeah, I'd save them. If it wasn't like something that's living, probably my phone, which is a bit sad, but I have loads of photos on my phone from actually when my daughter was born and loads of memories. That's where all of my photos are saved, so I'd take my phone.
Okay, and what was the naughtiest thing you did as a kid?
Is my mum here? Is she here? She'd be the best one to answer that. I actually don't know. Naughtiest thing I've done. I'll come back to that one. I don't know. But you'd be much better to answer that than me, because I did a lot of things I shouldn't have when I was a kid. But I'll come back to that one.
Or if you could meet anyone famous, who would it be?
I would have loved to have met Muhammad Ali, who died a few months ago. I like watching boxing, and he's obviously an inspirational person. He went through a lot, and yeah, I would have liked to have met him. Unfortunately, didn't get the chance to.
And who was your inspiration when you were 11 years old?
As a tennis player, I loved watching Andre Agassi. He was the tennis player I loved watching when I was growing up, but also I used my big brother a lot for that, because he was always better than me. He was like 15 months older than me, and we used to play against each other all the time, and he was always a bit better than me at tennis. He was obviously a bit smarter than me, so I was always trying to catch up to him all of the time, and yeah, I looked up to him a lot as a kid as well.
What was your best holiday when you were young?
I used to love going to centre parks. That was where we used to go. Yeah, just with the family, because there was loads of stuff to do. We played all sports from, yeah, I mean, badminton, obviously tennis, table tennis, squash, pool, snooker. Used to go on the whitewater rapids or whatever they're called.
If you could go back to any place from your childhood, where would it be?
School, actually. I didn't enjoy school as much as I should have done when I was younger. I loved sports. I always enjoyed that the most. But when I actually think back now, I missed school a bit. Obviously, got to spend a lot of time with my friends there. When I went over to Spain, that's when I started training there. I actually started to enjoy school more, and I have a lot of good friends from over there too. But that's the time in my life I would like to go back to.
How do you cope with all the attention you get?
I mean, it was difficult at the start, because I wasn't obviously not used to it. So I found it quite uncomfortable at the start. Now, yeah, it just becomes part of what you do. I'm used to tennis tournaments. Obviously, a lot of people watching your practices and your matches. But yeah, it's not easy all of the time. It's hard because, you know, in the good moments it's fine, but in the bad moments sometimes you don't want to be around anyone, and you want to just sort of be on your own and be left to yourself. But that's just part of what we do.
What was your favourite subject at school?
Maths. Maths was my best subject at school, for sure. It wasn't good at science. Didn't enjoy science that much, but maths was my best subject.
What does your mum think about you swearing on court?
I learned it from her, actually. I learned it from her. I think she understands, but would prefer if I didn't, and I would prefer if I didn't as well. Just sometimes find it hard to control my emotions.
Have you ever thought about giving up tennis?
Yeah, I think a lot when I was when I was young, because I was trying lots of different sports and always trying new things, and some weeks I didn't enjoy playing tennis, I didn't like it at all, so I would go and concentrate on my football. Or my brother, he gave up playing tennis for a few months, 3 or 4 months once, and was just playing golf. And that was the thing that was great about our parents, is that we were both good at tennis when we were young, but we were never pushed to do it. So if I didn't want to play tennis one week, we could go and try other things, and then came back to tennis, and yeah, worked out well. No more questions. How did I do? Did I do okay? Or?